Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. Now another quote key to happiness in relationships is what I call the 4 C's. And the first one is commitment. Now unfortunately, commitment is hard to come by these days. People are very uncommitted to a lot of things. That includes their jobs, where they live, what car they drive. I mean, I've known people who buy new cars every year, to the things they have. And unfortunately, the commitment also, or uncommitment also connects to the relationships they have. They go through another relationship partner all the time. They'll keep them around for a couple months, maybe a couple of years, and then move on to the next one. And unfortunately, this includes marriages. People will stay married for a little while and say, you know what, I'm not feeling it, I'm out. They aren't committed to it. Now, if you want to be quote happy in relationships, you need to have commitment. If you're not committed to the other person and that person is not committed to you, neither of you are going to be happy. The next C is contentment. It kind of connects with commitment. People have the attitude of, I want something new, I want something more, I want something better. And unfortunately, they attach that to their relationships. They look at, well, that person's better looking, that person makes more money, that person is something that the person I have now is not. So I'm going to get rid of that person and I'm going to move up to the next level. Having contentment in a relationship, not that you sit there, well, I'll just have to deal with what's there. It's because you can improve and work on the relationship and build together. Finding something what you think is better does not mean it's going to be better. Relationships take work, and part of that is, I really like this and I really like that, and you focus on those things and you work on the things that are wrong together. Which brings to the next C, communication. Now this is a big one because it's something that people don't do. They don't communicate with each other. They go online and they complain on TikTok, they complain on Facebook, Twitter, whatever the social media outlet is, and they'll say everything that's wrong with the partner. And those things are very toxic to the relationship. They kill the relationship. Even if the other person doesn't quite know about it, the person spewing all that toxicity does know about it, and it continues to poison them. And other people get on and will feed into that and say, you're right, that person's no good, that person's this and that, you should find someone else. Or they'll go to their friends or their family who will back them up. And instead of saying, you really need to tell this person what's going on, they say, no, you need to find someone else. So you need to talk to your spouse, to your boyfriend, to your girlfriend, and say, you know what, this isn't working. I'm having problems here. This is things that we need to work on. Instead of bottling it up and not expressing yourself, talk clearly and specifically and deal with the issue. You don't have to yell and scream at each other. And the 4th C is Christ. Now, you can say, oh, people have great relationships without Christ. It does happen. It can happen. Yes, it can. Without Christ, people do have good relationships. But with Christ, you have somewhere to go when both of you have a problem, and human beings can't help. Jesus is the ultimate unbiased mediator. You can go through his word and you can find solutions to your problems, or at least how to handle the problems you're going through. With Christ, both of you have a common goal to please and serve him. And when you have disagreements, you say, what do we do to get closer to God through what we're going through? So you have an added bonus. You have the ultimate authority, the ultimate wisdom to help you in your relationships. And he will also help you be content in your relationship. He will also help you be committed to your relationship, and he will also help you communicate through your relationship. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and I'll see you next time.